everyone. Hey, I am Suzanne Runyon here from sunny St. Petersburg, Florida, in my very teeny little home. And I just want to say happy Mimosa Sunday to all of us. Yay! Well, I have to tell you, I'm really super honored to be able to do this. I have known Sarah Davies for several years now. We've worked together for a long time. I miss that she's not in the studio with me because I love her so much. But I'm so honored to be able to work with her today. We're going to spend an entire hour and we're going to show you some great items that are coming up tonight. We'll be on at midnight together, launching a very cool today's special. Yeah, you'll get a good look at that in just a second. And then I'm going to take your comments. So I'm actually monitoring your comments, and already they're really funny. Hi, Jean. Hi, Carol. Hi, Judy. Hi, Jenny. Devaney says, so excited for the upcoming show. Katie says, is it rude to drool on your touchpad asking for a friend? No, drool away. We don't care. No judgment zone here. All right, so it's going to be a really, really fun hour. We're going to go over a lot of great stuff, a lot of great ideas, a lot of sneak peek of what's going to be coming up tonight at midnight. So we've got a lot to get into. And of course, I think this is so cool because technology today can join us all together in such a great format. And of course, we're going to be going directly to the fabulous country of England and be checking in with Sarah Davies for our entire hour. Is Sarah ready? Are we ready to go?
I am indeed, although Suzanne, you've let me down already because I did not get the mimosa memo. I've got a cup of tea. It's hardly as glamorous as a mimosa. I mean, come on.
You know what, Sarah, that's so English and American. You're drinking tea, I'm boozing it up. What the heck?
I think I definitely fit with you Americans a lot more. I tell you what. Having said that, for me, bear in mind, so for me, it's 7 o'clock at night here, Suzanne. I'm doing this hour's preview with you. I'm going home to bed. I then get back up at 3 o'clock in the morning to come back here to be live with you to launch our today's special at 5 a.m. my time, midnight your time.
Wow, that's crazy. Well, this is a really fun way to get together, Sarah. I know you've got a packed hour planned for us as well. I do want to get in. Kit Kat says hello from Florence, Alabama. Gail says, hi, Sarah and Suzanne. I love it when you two are on together. Well, thank you. And we love you guys being there. Hey, if you've got any questions as we're going along, I'm going to monitor them. And I promise I will try to get to all of them. A lot of times we get so backed up with so many questions and comments that it's tough. But I promise I'll get to as many as I can while Sarah does her thing as well. All right, Miss Sarah, do you want to start with the preview?
Come on, I am desperate to start with the preview, Suzanne. I tell you what, you can be like a little angel on my shoulder up here and keep going with any questions live. So they'll like magic you up here at some point. I'm going to walk everyone through the Today Special, right? Because it is a world exclusive launch. Not only is it the first time you're getting our amazing Today Special Year of Craft, but also we're going to be showing you the brand new machine, the Gemini midi, which we're going to be sharing. Now, so basically you'll have a choice of either the Year of Craft, which I'm going to show you with or without the Gemini midi. And then also we're going to get into the authorship because it comes with an authorship program, which if you want my humble opinion, is only worth having with the authorship. And actually, I'm going to walk you through it all, but Suzanne had hers delivered early, so she's already been getting going with hers.
Okay, so I did. I got mine early, you guys, and I get a little try me sample to do. And I have to tell you, I was describing it. Later, I'm going to post an out of the box video that I did because I had not opened it up until I wanted to record it. And Sarah, it was just like, oh my goodness. I was like, I describe it as like being at your birthday party, and you just keep opening up all these fabulous gifts. And I just am so excited about how much and how brilliantly thought out the entire concept is, because you really do give us everything we need for a year of super creativity.
Come on then, I better show you it. There's no point. I feel like we're teasing everybody now, Suzanne, just telling them about it. Yes, so as Suzanne said, it's called a Year of Craft because we've literally got you nailed for the whole year. Now, everything that's on my table in front of me, all of this comes, so it's over 2,150 elements, all comes in this amazing little set of 3 drawers. And the idea is that you get all of the papers, the dies, the embossing folders, the stamps, the gems, the embellishments, the vellum inserts, the cards and envelopes, the stencils, everything is included in there. So I am going to walk you through, Suzanne, absolutely everything that is in here. However, the real, it's totally awesome thing that is included, right, is this part here. So this is the part that Suzanne was talking about, okay? Now this comes included, so you get the set of drawers and also the little binder. And the binder is like your inspiration, because the thing is, I find, Suzanne, there's nothing worse than having all the gear and not knowing what to do with it. Or it's someone's birthday coming up, or you're going to a party, or it's an anniversary, and you just want, you want to know what to make. So what we've done is, in this binder, you get 30 of these project cards, and we've made them a little bit like recipe cards. I follow loads of recipe cards. So we've made them all where it shows you what you're going to make, tells you what you need to get, all of which is coming in your box apart from some basic, so he tells you your additional items. So you need an ink pad and some foam pads, for example, for this one. And then there's full step-by-step instructions on how to put this together. And I mean, it goes through, we've got literally every occasion the whole year planned with all of the step-by-step tutorials, how to make it, loads of inspiration, loads of ideas, whether it's little sour cream containers for little party gifts, or whether it's beautiful September wedding cards. We've literally planned everything. So you get a whole 30 of these to get you started, Suzanne. But let me tell you what happens when you get in the auto-ship program, because this is just the beginning. Because when you get the auto-ship, every 2 months, what we do is we send you another amazing little magazine. Now, this is like the project cards. I'm going to come around again and show you. It's like the project cards, but so much more detail. So can you see, if we get into this, let's have a little look. This is going to be the one that's coming in time for Easter. So you can see it shows you again what you're going to be making, all the step-by-step instructions, but then sometimes they go on across multiple pages. Or if you need extra templates, look in the middle. We have extra templates for making little handbags or teapot cards, or look, you're lovely little Easter eggs in here. So this magazine, which is brand new, all brand new content, this uses everything in your box, but it also uses some extras, because every future auto ship comes with the next draw. So can you see that? So for example, this is the one that's going to be coming in January, family and friends. So it's another 165 elements. It adds on, so your little stack of 3 drawers has become a stack of 4 drawers. So you will get 6 extra drawers by the time you build up over the year. But then also, and I think you've got yours there, haven't you? The magazine actually fits inside your binder. So when we get over to the other side of my studio and I get to look at this in more detail, I'll show you the little sections where everything fits in. So honestly, I mean, it's awesome anyway. You've seen the stuff, Suzanne. Stamps, so we've got 134 stamps, you've got 42 die cuts, you've got the embossing folders. We've done these awesome, talk about looking professional, right? This is like a vellum insert. So when you've finished your card, this is the insert that goes inside the card, and it says, beautiful printed vellum, you make my heart skip a beat. Or you put the sunshine in my day is another one that you've got here. Birthdays are filled with yesterday's memories, today's joys, and tomorrow's dreams. So you've got all of these vellum inserts, you've got all of your ribbons, the stamps. I mean, you used one of the stamps, didn't you, for your project that you made?
By the way, can I tell you, Sarah, the stamp, and you know what, everything about that Sarah does is always incredible quality. That like, if you know her stuff, and a lot of you guys do, we know it's great stuff, but I have to tell you, the stamps were so easy to work with. I am going to share with you my project that I did, and I literally did it about, I don't know, half an hour before I came on the air. And I loved the finished result. But again, I just looked at a card, said, oh, let me do this. Okay, got it. Got in my little drawers, pulled it all out and did it. All right, Sarah, really quickly, Lisa says, I have pre-spent so much money. Well, we love it, but be careful, Lisa. We always want people to be safe. Barbie says, the box is amazing. I have to have it. Yes, Barbie, I would totally agree. But if you can pull enough, you have enough to do that auto ship, it'll just make the most complete, comprehensive set you've ever had in your life. I think it's brilliant. Terry says, hello from Ohio. Oh, fellow Buckeye. She says, I've already placed my first order. Also, Mary says, this is going to be an exciting HSN craft day. Yes, it is. And by the way, ladies, it is our final one of the entire year. So not only is it our biggest from Sarah that she's ever done, but also it's our final craft day, full day of the year. Donna says, I got the whole thing and auto ship. Yay, Donna. Susie says, can't wait for the new midi. And what Susie's talking about is we are launching, and I'm going to grab it here in a minute when Sarah takes over. I know she's going to give you a peek at it, a brand new midi Gemini. So we got the big guy, the Gemini Junior, we got the little Gemini, and now we've got the midi. And so that's going to be exciting. I predict that'll be sold out pretty soon before our day's over. Jackie is so glad to see the drawers. What a game changer. Yes, I would agree. In fact, Sarah, you and I were laughing because I opened up my box and I totally arranged my drawers the way I wanted them. I thought, well, this makes more sense to do it, yada, yada, yada. So, Sarah, yeah, I know you arranged yours specifically for the way your brain thinks like I do.
I did. Do you want to have a little look at mine? As I've got my drawers. Before I do, here is my midi. I'm going to try and get someone to get, in fact, here it is, right? Here is the Gemini Mini. So you can see the mini next to the midi. Now, what the midi is, Suzanne, is it's exactly the same machine. So it works in exactly the same way, all the power, all the pressure, but this is the size of your Gemini Junior. I'm just going to reiterate, the size of your Gemini Junior. So your plates that fit in are 6 inches by 9 inches, which is absolutely brilliant. Do you know what? The thing is, Suzanne, you know what it's like having a Gemini, having that unrivaled pressure to cut through all those intricate dies, to cut through all of the, you know, not only the intricate dies, but the thick materials. And I think when we brought the midi out, most people were like, there's no way they could have all the pressure of a Gemini in a manual format. It's just not possible. If you've had a mini, you know that not only is it possible, but the engineering in this is absolutely off the chart. So we've done the same with the Gemini midi. We've taken all the engineering we learned from this, put it into the larger machine, so that if you're just wanting to do really quick, you know, you just got a little die and you just want to go in and turn the handle quickly, just a little bit in there, it's sometimes way more quick and convenient than getting the electronic machine out.
The big guy out. And also, I'll tell you, but sorry, you know what else is helpful too on that? Those are so easy to take with you. Like the big Gemini, it's heavy, it ain't going anywhere. You plug that baby in, it's sitting there, right? I love it because these are so convenient. And guys, if you do not have a really good versatile machine, that will also work with any other brands that we offer at HSN. Sarah, I think that's important because a lot of people get confused thinking they only need to use your dies, but you've made it so brilliant it works with all of our dies.
This is the thing. We all play nicely together. So all dies are made to the same specification. So we've just made our die cutting machine to cope with all of those dies at different specifications. And I'll tell you the other reason why we've brought this out, Suzanne, okay? Because we know over the last 9 months especially, worldwide, there has been a huge uptake in craft. So many people have found themselves at home, time on their hands, wanting to be creative and have gotten in and have developed a love for craft. You know, what do we do? On our craft days, we do so much die cutting because it is literally one of the top elements within papercraft. This makes it so simple because you don't need any plates. It's a folder-based system. You put your dies into the folder with your bit of paper. As you'll see me do when we get to the demo, you whiz it through and your die cutting, it's completely demystified and made simple, whether it's die cutting or embossing. So if you're buying this as a complete newbie for yourself, or if you're buying this for someone as a gift and they're a complete newbie, get the version of the Today Special that comes with the Gemini midi, and that way they will be able to use the 42 dies and the 4 embossing folders that are in there, because they'll have a die cutting machine as well to go with it.
Well, and also, just as a side note, Sarah, anything that comes in the next 6 auto ships will also work in that same format, correct?
Everything. And every single box, every future shipment. In fact, we've got the pictures of the auto ships if you want us to walk everyone through them. Because
I've got a couple questions I've got to clarify first. If you don't mind, let me do it real fast. Okay, so you guys are saying, can I order it now? Well, it's not live on our website right now, but if you call into HSN, yes, indeed, you can go ahead and order it before Sarah and I come up at midnight. Now, I will tell you, still join us at midnight, okay? And here's why. We have a lot of surprises at midnight. We're not showing you everything, for gosh sakes. But if you do want to order the Today Special now, you have to call in. And so we do not have it up live yet on hsn.com. Also, Deborah says the binder is going to be so helpful. Karen T says the card layouts are great to reference for other CC dies and stamps I have as well. Yes, you know what I found, Karen and Sarah, isn't it funny? Before Sarah and I went live, and I'll show you guys my project in a second, I said, Sarah, you know what? I could have done it this way. I could have done it that way. what I found, Karen, was Sarah gives you all the ideas, and it's a great launching point for adding your own creativity to it. Would you agree with that, Sarah?
Oh, 100%. And I'm just thinking, I'm going to see where I've put my little folder down. I think I've left it. I'm going to get my little folder. Here it is. It's coming in, Suzanne. And while you're saying all that, I can be showing you all of those projects in there. Because what I find is, Suzanne, we've become as famous for our inspiration as what we have for our products. And I like to think that buying anything from us, you kind of get me coming in with the deal. So I'm going to come, and whether I'm coming in the form of the little project cards with this one, or whether it's tutorial videos, I try to make sure that it's no point giving someone all of this amazing stuff if they don't know what to do with it, Suzanne. And this is the starting point. Now, I did say I would show you when we got to it. So these are those 30 project cards covering all different occasions the whole year through, okay? But then actually, what's even more awesome is you get, so once we get past the project cards, you will get into the divider section. So here is issue 1. And can you see, we open this up and you get this little thing here. You're probably wondering, what on earth is this? And so you were wondering what on earth was this, weren't you, Suzanne?
I did. I couldn't figure it out at first.
So your issue 1 of your magazine then fits onto that portion there. So that's just, you're not going to have to do it back to front upside down for the camera. So yours will be a lot easier to slide on. There we go. We just slide that on. And then that is going to fit inside your ring binder. So that basically you will build up the binder, and the binder will contain everything, so that then you've got, and I think the magazine's better than the project cards personally once you get going. Because, I mean, I don't know about you, but I like to take a magazine like in the bath. I love to sit in the bath with a good magazine and flick through for ideas. And it's not quite the same as taking your project cards in the bath, is it not? You can look forward to getting a new magazine every few months. The magazine will come, you'll get the box, and you'll add it all in, you do all your crafting.
That was quite the visual for us. Thank you, Sarah. Okay, now, speaking to this point, Vicki has a good question. She says, are the AutoShip magazines going to reference techniques with new elements and directions different from the original 30 project cards?
Oh, I tell you what, you're reading my mind, asking all the questions I should have told everybody already. What's awesome about the magazine program, okay, Suzanne, is it starts off, so the first 30 project cards is just what's in your boxes. And then what we'll do is we're taking you on a journey over the year. So we've planned the magazines to be seasonal. So for example, this first one that's coming, it's all of your Easter, Mother's Day, spring projects, but it's using everything in the new box plus everything in the original box, and we'll start off upskilling your level. So we'll get a little bit more advanced with every new magazine that comes out. It'll just take you on that next level. So if you are just starting, by this time next year, it's like you'll have completed the Crafter's Companion apprenticeship almost, and you'll have done six future shipments worth of training, and literally I will have downloaded loads of this knowledge into you guys through these amazing magazines. That's the plan.
And you know what's interesting? What I like about the concept is I am a real visual learner. If I watch somebody, that's fine, but I like to see the pictures and walk through it. There's just something about the way my brain learns that makes it makes more sense to me. So I just love that combination. All right, I got a couple more comments. Lynn says, I love the new drawer system. So obviously the drawer system is a grand idea. Crystal says, I can't wait to get my hands on this. Crystal, it is a blast. Jeannie says, this is the top of my ever-growing list. I'm not counting what I've already ordered. I'm not even counting what I already ordered. Anne says, will you need a shim to 3D emboss, or would the 3D folders work on their own? So she's talking about the midi, I believe.
Brilliant. So if I just tell you the midi, yes. So the midi is designed to work. So on its own, if you have one of our 3D embossing folders, it'll go straight through. If you have a regular embossing folder, you're going to add the embossing folder and the plain purple shim. Or if you've got any of our if you've got the mini ones from our Gemini mini, they'll all fit through as well. So you would use this one in conjunction with, look, I've got one here. I've got here a little piece of cardstock, and I can put it into here. Actually, I was going to do the little circle one that we've got. So you put that into your Gemini midi. You're going to add in that embossing folder, and that is going to go straight into there. Now, bear in mind, I'm doing this back to front upside down just to show you here. But I wanted to kind of illustrate that you can use the smaller plates if you've got them, or it comes with the large one. So your large one is going to go straight through there, and you can emboss straight through. You see how quick and easy it is, Suzanne? This is what I absolutely love about it. And then there's your embossing. This is one of the new embossing folders that's included in with the set, by the way, that lovely wood grain one. And of course, you'll get new different folders in every auto ship too.
Sorry. Another side note, Beth says, can you use the double-sided dies with the midi?
Right, so that's the only one. So the double-sided die plate, that if you were to use just your double, because the mouth's a lot smaller, you would have to use just your double-sided die plates without the outer plates as well. So it's not the same platform combination, but with a little bit of playing around, you can give them a good go in the midi.
Oh, good. So it will work. Oh, that's awesome.
I'll give them a go and I'll try and demonstrate that tomorrow.
Ordered Friday, says package just waiting for it to say shipped. Deborah says the binder alone is thrilling. Then the box to top it off. That's a great comment, actually, Deborah. Sabrina says, love the year in craft box. Lene says, do the folders and shims come with the midi purchase?
Yes, they do. You get all the folders and shims that you would need to get started.
Okay. Obviously, a lot of interest in the midi going on right now. And if you guys want to ask any questions, do so on whatever format you're watching us. I know some are watching on Facebook. We've got some people watching in other formats, but ask away. They're sending them to me, and I'll try to get them to Sarah as well. Very good questions, those ladies. All right. So they love the drawer concept, Sarah. I think it is brilliant because it's so nice and organized. I loved all your embellishments. You're showing some of those there.
Oh, they're amazing. So you get 900 pearls. You get 600 gems to go with it. These are brilliant. They're called dewdrops. So they look like a little bit of water. Look at you with your mimosa there. I'm so jealous. You get a little bit of, they look like a little speckle of water on your projects. We've got sets which are dies and stamps. So for example, look at this one here. You get the beautiful world, and then there's the die set that goes with it. A lot of the projects in the project card will walk you through that. We've got awesome dies like our little tree. You've got some of your lovely lace edgeables. We've got some words in there as well. There's your wreath. So your wreath matches all of the wreath stamps that we've got as well. Some nesting circles, some gorgeous hearts in here. There is an awful lot. Your tag tops. There's all your tags taken care of.
Sorry, honey. I just want to show them too. This one, like, this is crazy. You know, you see a lot of these, but guys, look at the value of this. That's just one of the die sets. That's insane. Look at how many dies are in that one card, and you can make all these amazing florals. So again, you know, when it comes to what Sarah and her team does so brilliantly, it's in this box. It's brilliantly thought out. It's very easy to understand, and it's just packed full of value. And gosh knows we love a good value. All right, Lisa says, looks like so many stamps. I love this presentation. Well, Lisa, we really thank you for watching us. In fact, Sarah, I think we got to do this more often. This is kind of cool. I love this format. I get to drink, and you and I get to chit chat.
You guys, bless them. Right, do you know what we haven't done, Suzanne? I'm on my third tier of my box now and show you. Oh, we've got things like templates in here, more cards and envelopes. We've got in here, this is your paper stack drawer. This is how my mind works, Suzanne. I put all my papers in one. Look how much paper you get just to get you started. So you've got all your gorgeous printed papers. Then we've got all of the plain cardstock. And then, no disrespect to you, but in America, you go to the store and buy cardstock. Well, what you guys call cardstock, and I call that paper. You know we do thick cardstock that you could construct your cards from. That's what we've put in here, an extra 36 sheets of that in there as well.
Nice.
Now,
and
I did want to show those so you can see what the future order ships are, Suzanne. So there's 6 future ones, and they'll start in February next year. So if you have a little look at the pictures, this is what comes in February. So you can see it's family and friends. You get the magazine, and you get more papers, you get stencils, you get stamps, you get those super cute little character stamps. You get a full alphabet die set. You could not buy the full alphabet die set for the price that you pay for the auto ship here. I'm telling you, the value is incredible on them, but you get all of that plus the 64-page magazine. Now, in April, you'll get the one that's called The Gift of Giving. So it's all about your springtime, taking you right through into summer. So you've got the gorgeous little umbrella, your tags, again, a whole new paper collection to match. Now in June, the third one's coming, which is big celebrations. It's all about making your big tags and banners. The hand-drawn artwork, everything's been exclusively drawn just to fit in this one collection. Now, in August, I know you're all going to be starting to think about your Christmas cards. So we've put in there all of your holiday cards. We've got things like your pumpkins for Halloween ready. So you get it delivered in August. So by the time you get crafting with it, you've got all the stuff you need. Now, come October, we've got Let's Party. So we're starting to think about all the parties you're going to be able to have this time next year that we haven't been able to have this year. And then your final one is going to come in December next year. And it's called Everyday Inspiration. And it's basically going to wrap up and round off your whole collection and all of those projects that kind of take you on to the next level, Suzanne. So that is what we've got coming for you in future. And it all builds on. You get the extra little box. Where's my extra little box gone? I think I've left it over there. You get an extra little box every time. So basically what's going to start off as 3 drawers, you're going to add on those drawers. And when the extra little boxes come, they just all add on to the top. So you can either build a big, long, thin stack or you can go wide with them. But either way, it's going to be a full year's collection.
Oh, okay. On that note, I am going to reveal my card. So here's what I did. I got my Try Me kit, which is, I said, brilliant. It's such a great kit. And I went, okay, so I just started going through the cards just to be inspired, right? And here's the card that I found. I thought this one was so darn cute. I'll show it up close on my camera. Look at that cute little happy birthday card. Isn't that adorable? So literally this morning, right before I went on, I finished my card, and you get these little pockets as well. And it's really super cool. These pockets are included, so you can keep your finished cards in there. You can keep cards you're working on. And voila, here is my finished card that was inspired. And I followed the directions almost identically. And then I added a little something onto the envelope, a little confetti. That's actually, we haven't shown you part of this happy birthday collection. So yes, I finished my card earlier today and I had a ball using it. But all I did was flip through. I was inspired and said, I'm going to make that card, and followed the instructions, and then used my boxing to all the goodies out of it. All right, some other comments really quick. Does the year, let's see, this is Shelley. Does the year of craft contain new items different from the compendium boxes and auto ships? Yes. Everything you're going to get is brand new every time you get another shipment, guys. So no worries there. It's always new. It's always fresh. It's even brand new designs. She doesn't go back and even repeat something she did 5 years ago in just one kit that she sold with us. It will be all brand new ideas, all brand new collections. Lisa says, as I mentioned earlier, looks like so many stamps. I love this presentation. Kim said, love this. The drawers are fantastic. So we love the drawers. Melissa, will each auto ship have their own pearls and ribbons? Each auto ship will have its own personality. So it could be ribbons, it could be other embellishments. So that's kind of the fun of getting your auto ships, but they all make sense back to the projects you're going to be making. Okay. So that's kind of a little key there. Rose says, already ordered it and it's processing. Woohoo! Yay, Rose. Yay, Rose. Jordan says, got my schedule cleared so I can sit in front of my TV and shop. Love you, Jordan. Big hearts, love you. Evelyn says, I have the subscription boxes and the magazines. What difference with this? I also have the compendiums. You know what? When we go back to Sarah, we are going to answer that. But I'm very excited because the next thing we're going to talk about is a brand new from the very famous Spectrum Noir collection, Aqua tricolor markers. So Sarah, we did have a question from Evelyn. She wants to know if she has the subscription boxes and the magazines and the compendium, will this all be different that she's getting in the box from the Year of Craft?
100%. As you said so eloquently, Suzanne, everything's got a plan and we never ever repeat anything. Yes. But also we're learning all the time, and actually we learn from you guys. So it's what we see that you guys are making, because we spend loads of time looking at your makes on Facebook and what you're making with the compendiums and the subscription boxes and where you get your ideas from and how do we help you progress on the next level. That's what we do the best. That's what my team spend days and days, hours and hours doing. So I can tell you now, this Year of Craft, it's going to top off anything else you've ever had from us, and it's going to take you on that next stage of your journey. You'll absolutely love it.
Also, Sheila says, Suzanne, great card. Thank you. All right, so let's talk about brand new markers. You know, I'm like a Spectrum Noir junkie. I think I'm going to have to start a rehab group for Spectrum Noir.
Suzanne,
so you want to jump into it?
You definitely need to get these then, okay? Now, I know you do a lot of work with our Noir, our Spectrum Noir pens, the black ones. So those are alcohol pens, okay? So when you've got the alcohol pens, what you need to do is you need 3 shades of each colour for you to be able to blend them together to go light to dark. With watercolour, you don't need that. Let me just show you, okay? So if I just take, let's just take a little bit here, right? If I take a little bit of blue, for example, right? I'm going to pop a little bit of blue down with one of our Aqua pens. I'm going to pick up a little bit of water and I'm going to blend that dark blue right down, a little bit more water, all the way down to a very, very pale blue, okay? And you can do the same. We've got red and yellow. And actually, I've got my glass mat here. And if I put my glass mat out, I can show you something really clever with these. These are Aqua tri-blends, okay? So you basically get 3 pens in the same collection. So you've got 3 pens within the same pen, is what I'm trying to say. So you've got the blue, you've got the red in this one, and you've also got the yellow, and they can all be blended down like this. But then watch what you can also do. You can put a little bit of blue down, you can put a little bit of yellow down, and we can come, and you know what happens when you mix blue and yellow? We can mix our own brand new shade of green, for example. So you can start and mix those shades and colours together. Now, if I just show you, so these all go together in one. If I just quickly wipe that up there, and then bring in these, you'll see what we've done is we've done 4 new sets of colours, Suzanne. And each set has 3 pens in, but each pen has 3 colours in. So you can see, for example, I've got Great Outdoors, Floral Meadow, Colour Basics and Essential Neutrals. And if I show you the colours, here we go. So this one here is your Colour Basics. This is the one that I've just been working with. So this had your bright red, your bright yellow, your bright blue. And then when they shaded together, you can create your own shades of pink and peach and also green in there. But then look at these. These are a different red, yellow and blue. So these are warm primaries. These are cool primaries. Again, all planned to go together, but we've done the colour shading in the colour families ready. Same with the complementary. We've got your lovely orange, green and purple in there. Now, those are your Colour Basics. So that's your first set, which is, let's have a look. That's this set of pens here, okay? So that's your first one. If I show you, there's only 4 sets. So there's only 4 sets of 3. You get the Colour Basics, the Essential Neutrals, which has got all your earthy shades in there. Then you also get the Floral Meadow, which I personally love. I love this. These 2 especially, I've done loads and loads of work with, and the Fresh Verdant. And then finally, you've got your Great Outdoors, which has all of your beautiful greens in there, your marine shades, and your rich floral colours. So it gives you kind of the whole blend of all of them together. Now, this is another one, Suzanne, where we have an auto ship. So you are only getting 12 pens. It's a really affordable way to, yes, buy 12 pens, but actually get 36 colours. But then what happens is, that is your core 36 colours, but then 4 times throughout the year, we release 1 new pack of pens. So it's only 3 new pens, so it's literally very, very affordable. And you will get in each future auto ship 3 new pens, which is 9 colours, and an extra stamp. So I can quickly show you those as well if you want. The first one's February, right? So you'll see in February, you'll get your beautiful fresh florals, the tropical and the marine coastals come with that beautiful floral. The summer picnic is going to come to you in May, and you'll get all the sets of the summer picnic there that you can see. Then in fall, you'll get your autumn glade shades as well. And then the last one that will come to you will be in November, and that'll be your winter landscapes. So that's if you want to add it on. It's completely up to you guys. The world launch of each new 3-pack of pens will be our future auto ship. So the first people in the world to get them will be the people in the auto ship program. But even if you don't go for auto ship and you just get the single ship ones, you've basically got all the 36 colours you need. Now, Suzanne, you've worked with me long enough to know exactly what happens when I start colouring. I'll start colouring and go into my colouring coma, and you can do all the comments and questions, because I can't do both at once.
Okay, you color away, and I do have a couple questions. Donna wants to know how many auto ships are on the Today Special. Donna, it's 6 additional auto ships on the Today Special. She also wants to know, she said she got the pins. She's excited they come with the stamps. And I think you're right, Donna, because a lot of times, especially if you're new to the Aqua marker line, you kind of don't know quite what to do. So it's nice to get a stamp and then create that watercolor right out of the box. All beyond that you'll need will be a brush and a little bit of water. And you'll see Sarah doing that here in just a second. So yeah, I agree with you. I think it's nice that stamps are included. So literally right out of the box, you can be designing something right away and really learn the cool method to get that watercolor effect. Also, just FYI, what I love the Aqua markers for is if you want to do really cool backgrounds. If you're doing like a winter scene and you want to do kind of a faded watercolor background, or maybe you just got a really cool funky stamp and you want to do a bunch of colors kind of in that watercolor design, they make great backgrounds. So kind of play with that. Versus you see what Sarah's doing here. It's just another idea. Lisa said, just discovering colorings. They look like a needed addition. Sarah, would you agree with Lisa?
Oh, absolutely brilliant. The thing is, Suzanne, loads of people, when they first start with colouring, quite often people start with essentially what is the most difficult. They start with the, the alcohol pen colouring, whereas look how much easier this is. Even if you just take one shade, so I put a tiny little bit of green down there, and just blending in that one shade gives me that ombre of colour. Let me just show you again. See, a little bit of green. Soon as we add water, we can watercolour that down to a very, very pale shade of green. And it just gives you that lovely kind of brushed out watercolour effect. And I love them, just kind of a playing with, or anybody at any skill level. You don't need to be a watercolour specialist to be able to have a go with this sort of thing, Suzanne. It's just literally scribbling down a bit of colour.
And what's really fun is it doesn't take up so much space. I mean, if I open my drawer right here, it's kind of a little messy, but right behind me, I'll turn this just a little bit. You can see that's just some of my, okay, I don't know if you guys, can you see them? I don't know, there it is right there. Okay, that is just a few of my Spectrum Noir markers. And, now going to these the trio, saves so much space. And also, here's what's brilliant that you'll discover when you're using them is that the colors are matched in the same trio to work together. So once you start, because when you use the old method that I have with my markers, you have to figure out the 3 different colors to work with. They've actually done the thinking for you once again, so you just look like you're the most brilliant watercolorist in the world. All right, Mary says the tricolor aqua markers are brilliant. Coletta says the aqua colors are just fabulous, so inspiring and easy, very easy. Oh. Barbie says those markers are so neat. You keep blowing my mind, Sarah. Melinda says, I can't wait to get the aqua pens, so much fun. Stacy says, I ordered my midi with the auto ships and am so happy, with a ton of exclamation points. And Ruth Ann says, guess I'm going to need the aqua tricolors as well. LOL. Oh, that's beautiful, Sarah. Wow, that's gorgeous.
Lovely.
Now talk about that background. Talk about how you guys did. That's what I was talking about, being able to create cool backgrounds.
This is exactly what Suzanne's talking about. And I've done loads of tutorial videos already on YouTube, Suzanne, that you can watch me showing you how to create, whether it's backgrounds like that, whether it's backgrounds like this that are shaded and multicoloured. And actually, Suzanne, I'll tell you what I'll do. Tonight, when we're on at midnight, I'll try and do a background effect to show everyone. So if you tune in for the show tonight, I'll do a little bit of colouring, but I'll also do one of those lovely background effects that we were talking about.
Hey, Sarah, can I add one more thing to it?
Go on.
Will you do the thing where you flick?
I promise, at midnight tonight, Suzanne, you and I'll do this. It's called faux bleaching technique. It's basically pretending that I'm better than I am by using a bit of water and splodging it around on the table. Looks fantastic. You and I will do that tonight. If everyone gets their aqua markers, don't forget to get the auto ship program. You can always miss a shipment or whatever, but you'll be the first people in the world to get them if you are in that auto ship program.
And I think too, if you've never tried her markers in general, guys, they are professional level. They're not like, there's a lot of really, let's be honest, crappy markers out there. Do you know I really can't say the word crappy on the air, but here I guess I can. But there's a lot of really bad markers out there. And once again, Sarah just uses that super high level without the huge price tag. Because if you're getting professional markers or like an aqua marker type style, they're very expensive individually. And usually it's just one nib. You don't have a double. And in this case, now you have the triple. So saves space, saves money, saves a whole lot of time. And you don't have to be really creative to look like you're really creative. Now, I will tell you, when people start playing with the aqua markers or any of our Spectrum Noir, they just take it to a whole new crazy level. So you can go as far as you want with it. And there's tons of great videos online about how to play with that. But if you're a beginner and you're like, oh, I don't know, just try the aqua because it's very simple and she makes it easy. All right. Zena says she loves the versatility of these pins. So do I. And Mari says, can't wait to receive these. Okay. So of course we're going to move on because we have more sneak peeks for you during our hour together. If you're just checking in with us right now, I'm Suzanne Runyon. I'm a host of HSN. I've been a passionate crafter. Sarah Davies is joining me from London, or her studio in England. And she has just, I love it. Her story is she started out literally at university, how they say it, in her dorm room, and then has built this huge business. And you might not know this, but she is on the original show that Shark Tank knocked off here in the US. It's called Dragon's Den, and she's one of the dragons. So we're very proud of her for doing all that and literally starting out in her dorm room. So I think that's just such an inspiration for all of us as women and all of us as creative people. Maybe if you desire to do something, yeah, you can start out small. And now she's just known throughout the world. So I'm so honored to have this time together with her because she has got a long day tomorrow. And remember, they're in a completely different time zone than we are here. So I hope she gets enough sleep before she goes on with me at midnight. All right, Liz loves the auto ship. Like, why not? Yes, good point. Like, why not? And I do want to explain that real quick, Sarah, and I'll go right back to you in just a second. Our auto ship is very unique. If you've never used it, I actually have two things on auto ship. And one of them is Tweaked Hair Care. I love our Tweaked. It was coming too often. So I jumped online and I delayed it for several months because I don't need it because I have enough of it right now. So we make auto ship. You can cancel it. But once you're in it, we can't raise the price on you. Sarah can't do it. We can't come back and say you're 2 shipments in and it went up, $5. When you're locked in, which is really kind of a neat feature a lot of people don't realize. All right, so we're going to go back. The next thing is one of the coolest things we've seen in a long time, and it's really, really fun, and it makes any kind of card you want to send to anybody very memorable. This is the Exploding Box Die Set. So we're moving on to dies. Now, Sarah, this might seem obvious to you, but I know a lot of people ask this. If we get the brand new midi, which remember, guys, that's the mid-size now of the Crank Gemini machine, can we use this next collection in that?
Absolutely. And do you know what, Suzanne? I will do just that. I will use this in the next in the midi so that you can see it all working. Okay, so brilliant. And I've just got to say, I love that you've told Shark Tank they knocked off. I mean, they did absolutely knock off our Dragon's Den, but I love that you would just say it as it is. Yeah, we totally knocked off the English version of that show. And can I just say, I've been filming our next year's season, and I have had some fabulous young entrepreneurs, female entrepreneurs. We've had people on from the States who've come over to go on our Dragon's Den over here, and I've invested in some fantastic businesses, and I'm hoping some of the products you might see on air one day. You just never know.
Yay,
it's really awesome. Right, are you ready to see my exploding box? Because you might not know what an exploding box is. There's the kids. It's my husband Simon, by the way, for those of you that don't know him. Suzanne's met him loads of times. And my 2 little kids in here. This is fabulous. So this is what you're going to make with this set of dies, okay? So what you do is, it might look like a regular box, but it's anything but. Can you remember when we did the Precious Memories launch, and I took a really fantastic advanced scrapbook that, yes, advanced people know how to make that sort of thing, but the rest of us haven't got a clue. And my engineers kind of deconstructed it and made it into a set of dies so that regular people at home could make it. That's what this is. I'm going to show you the box, then I'm going to show you the set of dies that we've made and how us regular folks at home don't have to be engineers to make this. So, looks pretty impressive. When you open it up, Suzanne, the whole thing explodes in front of you, okay? And there's different things going on in each different set. So I'm going to let you come in really close. Let's have a little look. Here's when I took my mum out for a birthday last year, right? Back when we could go out. We're back locked down here in the UK, so not be going out. But look, we've got photos on all of these, and then they open up, and it's got the mini twist and pops. So there's where I met Prince William. There's a picture of me and my sister, my mum and dad when we were little. So you've got the mini exploding box in there. Then if we go around here, we've got a mini version of the waterfall card in here as well. We'll keep going around here. Oh, we've got another mini explode. We've got a little mini twist and pop at this side. And then this side here, oh, this is so cute. Look at this. This actually lifts up to reveal another photo. How cute is that? So every little area of this, there's another little waterfall underneath it. Every area of this box has something different going on, and then an awesome another little extra box inside if you want to put the gift inside. So it's like a gift box, And we've brought it out this time of year, Suzanne, because it's perfect for Christmas. So if you're wanting to make these as gifts for people for Christmas, basically you've got all the dies that you need to do it. And then it all folds up. I mean, I've got mine absolutely cram-packed full here, but it all folds up and the lid goes on and it makes one big special unique box. So whether you do, I mean, this is a really personal one to me with pictures of the family, or you can do them. Look, this is a gorgeous one here that's just got different craft pieces on.
Wow.
And we haven't done the fancy bits. We've just left them with the explosion bits. But literally, you can go, I mean, they just look incredible when they open out. I love the little love hearts around the side. And the fact that every one of these has got, like, whether it's the little waterfall card on it, or whether it's the little pulley up or the little twist and pop, you've got something in every little area of the box. I mean, it's so clever, Suzanne. And tonight when we're on at midnight, I will make a full one to show everybody how it works. I'm giving you a bit of a sneak peek now. I will show you all the dies because the dies are incredible. So this set here, don't know if maybe it's easier for me to show you on the overhead camera. So this set here is where I can show you. This basically gives you this is the side of the die. So this is going to give you this sort of cutout here like this, okay? And you end up, you have 4 of these, you die cut 4 of these, and they glue together. That's what I'm going to teach you on the show tonight. Then you've got the lid of your box, and then you've got these special little tabs. Now each one of these comes with a full instruction manual. So that is like your uber duper get you started type one, right? Then what we've got is we've got an extra little set. And you see, so we've got this extra set of dies. So this is the template, this is what it cuts out, and this is to make that little box that goes in the middle there. This is to do the little box that goes in the centre too. So we've thought of that one as well. Now, that is if you just and that comes with, let's have a little look. I've got a nice little set of stamps. So if you want to we've got an extra set of stamps here, which just let you kind of finish everything off. That is your starter kit, which is the details that are on your screen. Actually, no, on your screen is the mega bundle. Because you also get in that one, and you see, and it's a smart deal, so it's the best price. This is what does that fantastic waterfall mechanism, and you see, so that die set comes for the waterfall mechanism, perfectly sized to fit inside your box. Then you've got the one that does the little twist and pop, which again is perfectly sized to fit inside your box. You get the little slider pulley up, little mini die set, which does the pull up, perfectly sized to fit inside. I don't know how well you can see that there with everything being black. So it's easy for everybody to see that there. And then, the last one, there's all of your dies cut out. So you can see this is all the die sets that you have in the original one when it all cuts out together. So I'll get one of those dies out, Suzanne, and show you that working in the midi. Because I've got my midi here, and I've got my so it's a folder-based system, so you don't need to have plates. And all you're going to do is take your pieces of cardstock, you're going to take the die. Everything's so simple in the midi because you don't have to worry about what are the plate combinations I use. Goes into the midi and you literally turn the handle. Now, just like our Gemini Mini, this has got the suction cup so that it holds onto the bottom of your mat. And it's going to cut out, whether it's cutting a simple die like this into a thicker cardstock, or whether you're wanting to cut it into, you use like a really intricate die, like some of the ones we've got in the today's special, or maybe you're going for some thicker materials and you want to cut fabric and denim and cork and balsa wood, for example. It's a Gemini, so it's going to do all of that for you. And you see, what you're going to do is you're going to cut 4 of these. And then if you tune in tonight when I'm with Suzanne, I will show you how you get the 4 of these, and the 4 of these will connect together to make the outer workings of the box. And I've actually got, I'll just show you this black and white one. Sometimes easier to see everything in black and white. This is what I'm going to show you all tonight. The black and white, I'll show you how to do all of those outside connector pieces. And then you've got all of these little pulley up areas. You've got the twist and pops in there as well. I'm going to show you how to do the waterfalls. Everything's going to be included.
Hey, and a couple of thoughts on that one too. And then I got 2 questions before we wrap this one up. It's interesting. Once you get that kit, remember all those little pieces that you see, you can do as their own tags or cards. So if you just want to do a little mini pop-up card, Like, you know, Sarah, what I'm talking about? It's
I
like
do exactly.
you could use it in its full thing, but how cute would it be to use all the pieces just to make little cards that pop and do things?
You could,
like that.
exactly. This is going to make a lovely little 3x2, or maybe you've made a
so
slightly
cute.
bigger card with a couple of those pops on it. Or the same if you want to do little miniature waterfalls on your cards, or even better, tags. This could be the gift tag that goes on the gift that's actually a little waterfall of different sentiments. I mean, I'm telling you now, your gift tags are never going to be the same again because they all can be this fancy stuff now.
Yeah, so think of it not only in its totality, but also individual, and you get all of it in that same kit. Also, Ruth Ann wants to know, what are the papers that you're using to make the boxes? How thick a paper did you use?
Right, we've got these two fabulous new paper pads launching to go with these. So if I give you a little bit of a quick flick through, there's two different ones. So this one here is your traditional florals, and you can see you've got these lovely die cut pieces at the back, Suzanne, which kind of all work back to it. These are cardstock and die cut ready for you just to pop out and use on here, right? And then you've also got double-sided beautiful papers that kind of just really work. So this one here,
those are pretty,
is your set of traditional florals. And then this one here is the one that I loved, is the contemporary watercolours. So again, you've got all those die cut pieces, your florals, your little tags, everything to finish it off. And then all those beautiful floral watercolour effects to go with it as well.
Okay, on that note, I'm going to read some more comments, and Sarah's getting ready for the next section.
Awesome.
Sue loves the exploding box. This is a great size also, I would agree. Marjorie, yesterday I ordered the auto ship. Good for you. Coletta says, oh, cool. Twist and pop with the explosion. Yeah. Can you get any more wow than that, right? Let's see. Does the top box fit through the midi too? It looked bigger than the die she just did. Ruth, she did mention earlier that yes, all those dies would work through the midi, so I would think it would work. Then we have JC says, are these similar than in the Precious Memories collect, or are these smaller than the Precious Memories collection? I will ask her that when we go to the next product. Susan says this explosion box is dabomb.com. Lynn says, this takes an exploding box to a whole new level. Yeah, it does. And remember, then you can use all the cool elements. When I saw it, I was immediately like, oh man, you could take that though, and I could use just that element for like a Christmas card gift tag, which would be pretty cool. Then Christina says, love this. It's in my cart. Good for you guys. Susie T says, oh, I love the papers. By the way, they were gorgeous. And you'll get a closer look at those coming up tonight at midnight. All right. So I think I caught up on everybody. Keep the one question for me. Who'd be impressed to receive? Oh, Lisa says, wow, who wouldn't be impressed to receive that? So fun. So keep the one question for me. No, I think we already got rid of it. I think I can remember it. So Sarah, we're now moving on, guys, because this is one of my all-time Crafters Companion obsessions. And I always say, when in doubt, grab the CC glitter pins. Like, just grab them. They are the best, and they instantly make anything look better, and their color's rich, and the glitter's not gaudy. It's just fabulous. So we're going to move on to that. But the question the gal had was, indeed, all the dies from that kit will go through the midi. She just wanted to confirm that.
Yes, that's right. And then also somebody was asking as well about, is everything smaller than the Precious Memories? Absolutely.
Oh yes, that was the one.
Significantly smaller than the Precious Memories, because if you think, it's fitting in a little box. This little box is only around 4 inches square when you finish. So we've got all this construction inside. I tell you guys, I've done a few of these boxes now. They are so fun to work with. And this is me sorted. Whereas last year I made everybody for Christmas the Precious Memories scrapbook albums. This year I'm going to be making everybody the little miniature boxes. I mean, come on. How cute. They're just a lovely little size. And you've got the little gift inside of them as well. They're fabulous, Suzanne. Now, I know I've got to move on to these glitter pens. Suzanne, you are going to love these. This is the first time anyone's seen these. So you know our regular glitter pens, and they're fabulous quality, and they've got that lovely Japanese brush nib, and they've got the flow of the ink, and you do all the special effects. These have all the intensity of that in a pump action. So let's have a little look. Let's get some different types of cardstock in, right? Let's get, and just so you know, my guys here, you're going to have to get nice and close, okay? So these are pump action to work. So I can just write with them, Sarah, or we can go and Suzanne. smiley face. And what you won't see is, if I just do you a little bit in there, the intensity, when I'll do a Sarah zoom, ready? Whoop. So the intensity of the glitter, it's really hard. Yay, you can see that glitter there. So these are basically your pens, which are awesome. There it is. Look at the intensity on the glitter. It is off the chart, Suzanne.
That's
and
insane.
Of course, you can go onto any surface. So look at me there. You're onto acetate, Suzanne. You've got glitter onto acetate, right? I mean, they are just brilliant. Now,
wait, wait, Sarah, that won't smear on the acetate?
We're gonna have to wait for it to dry. But yeah, no, once it's done, it's not going to smear.
What?
Absolutely brilliant. I know. Your mind is blown. Your mind is blown. Now, what I'm going to do is, for anyone, so this is the first time you're getting them back, I'll show you the colours first. So we've got 3 sets of colours. We've gone down with the kids, Suzanne. We've gone uber trendy with the neons for the first time ever. So everything we'd normally be known for is some lovely, beautiful, vibrant florals and also the cool elements there. And I'm going to keep trying to catch the light so that you can see the gorgeous shine on them. But then we've also brought a neon lights collection out so that you've got those 6 really intense neon colours. Now, I've got one of them left still to prime, okay? So if this is the first time you're using them, okay, you're going to give it a bit of a shake to get the glitter all going. And you can see that, so that, you know how you've seen this before. I'll let you have a little look really close up, hopefully. And what you need to do is you need to like pump. So I don't know if you can go from the side, guys, and show everyone. So as I pumped like this, and you'll see that ink is moving down. You can see it's moved right down to the nib area there. So once that nib's moved right down, then you can draw with it and colour with it. So that's the neon one in there. And again, as soon as that dries, you get that intensity of the sparkle coming through.
That's crazy. That is so cool. Okay, by the way, Coletta says, what's the medium in the glitter pens? Is it like a gel?
Right, so it's not a gel, it's a watercolour, but it's a really, really intense watercolour. Let's have a look. I'll try and do some colouring for you to have a good little look. I'm going to add a little bit of sparkle to some of these while I'm answering these questions for you as well, because we've only got a couple of minutes left. So it's a really high quality water-based ink, okay? So it's really smooth flowing, but it's very, very vivid compared to what you'd usually see in some of our pens. And you can see there, I mean, there's the one where I've started to add the sparkle on there, Suzanne. And you can really see that sparkle.
Oh, that's a good shot. Yeah, you can see it right there. Now, as a matter of fact, guys, this is what a nerd I am. If you're not familiar, hang on, I'm going to grab my, I've got my set handy dandy. Where are they? Oh, here, I'll grab one. Here you go. Okay, so if you're not familiar, and because I love talking to all of you who are brand new, this was the original one. Yes. And what this is this has got, if you guys can see, it's got this really cool floaty. It's like brushing. You brush with it. See that? This is how much I have. I love them. They're literally within arm's reach. But that's the brush. This is now, you can't really write with this. No, to me, it's all about adding the glitter and the color and having some cool effects. So I just wanted to show you guys the difference between what Sarah's showing you and the new design. That is really cool now to be able to actually write with it. But you can also fill in as well, I would, because you were scribbling with it.
Oh yeah, I'm just doing a little bit of writing here, but actually, if you look, we've done loads of fantastic cards, Suzanne, where we have coloured with it, so they can be used for all of your colouring techniques. Like, look at this fabulous intensive glitter onto here, but so much more achievable in a pump action pen. I think a lot of people are frightened of like the brush nibs. Now that you've just got that pump action, they're the sort of pens that everyone's used to using. Super simple to use. And again, they're coming up, they're being saved for tomorrow night. So watch out for those coming up, guys.
Well, you know, I'm going to have to add new glitter to my collection when I already thought my original ones were perfect. Okay. So, and that's how much I do love them. I mean, literally I have in my arm's reach and I use them all the time. In fact, when I do a card and I think, meh, it's kind of boring, I go, oh yeah, let me get my glitter markers out. But those are really cool because now you can write, which you really, really can't do with the original ones. Okay, so here's what we're doing. I'm going to do a couple more comments. Mari already ordered the glitter markers yesterday. Lisa says, loving the presentation. Can't wait. So excited. Just a little heads up, we will be back at midnight tonight. Dances with Pam says, wow, these are so pretty. I know we're going to go back because we have a really quick little birthday surprise box we're going to give you just a teeny sneak peek of. Is Sarah ready to do that?
I am. And actually, get that picture down. Get that picture down, because you're not seeing a sneak peek of it at all. I could kill the guys at HSN for showing you. This is supposed to be a surprise. So, Suzanne, if you didn't know, it's our 15th anniversary this last week. So 15 years we've been here as a company. So what we've done is we've produced this box just for HSN. So it's exclusively available for HSN's customers, available through HSN. There is over $50 worth of product, less than half price. And this is the one I want you to treat yourself to this. Get it home, put it under the tree. It's a surprise for Christmas. And on Christmas morning, when everyone else has got loads of lovely presents, you're going to have your lovely Crafter's Companion present and some wonderful projects to make on Christmas Day right there. It's a fabulous product, but I'm not showing you what's in it because it's got to be a fabulous surprise.
And that is your sneak peek. Your producer's saying that's the sneak peek, Sarah. Okay, guys, I've got a couple more questions on the glitter pins. I'll actually give those to Sarah afterwards, and she might be able to address those when she does them live. Please join us tonight at midnight. Now, believe it or not, that was just a sneak peek. We still have a lot more coming up, so I hope you can join Sarah and I. That's midnight East Coast time, where we will both be together. Is Sarah still there? Or is she already gone to bed?
I'm here. I am going to bed now, though. It's 8 o'clock. I'm going to bed because I've got to be back up at 3 a.m. my time, because I'm with you at 5 a.m. my time, which is midnight your time, for the launch of the Today's Special.
Thanks, Sarah. It was great seeing you. And thank you to all of you who joined us. This was so much fun. And again, check it out coming up at midnight tonight, East Coast time. We'll be back together. Huge launch on that Today's Special. But we have a lot of things you definitely want to stick around and see. And we'll get into the Today's Special a bit more than at midnight. So for now, I am signing off. I hope you guys enjoyed it so much. I loved all the questions and comments, and I really appreciate you spending this hour with us. So I will say goodbye for now, but I will see you at midnight tonight.